up, boys? It's Dub Man. Today I'm coming at you with another reaction video. Today I reacted to NBA legends and players react to LeBron James calling himself the GOAT. It's about time. Matter of fact, he should have been said this when he was in Cleveland, if you ask me. When he took that team to the finals to play against the Spurs, a team that nobody else can take to the finals, bro, he should have said it then, if you ask me. But if I'm being real, bro, I feel like the only player who can say something is Michael Jordan. And if Kobe was alive during this time, RIP Kobe, then Kobe, you know what I'm saying, knowing him, Kobe could have said something too. But Shaq, no. Charles Barkley, bro, I wish Charles Barkley would say something. I know Charles Barkley was good, bro. Charles Barkley has never been in the GOAT debate for nothing. So if he said, matter of fact, I'm ready to get into this, bro. I just want to see what they're going to say. If you're new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below who you think the GOAT is. For those of y'all who say LeBron not even in the top 5, shut up. You don't know basketball. But I'm ready to get into this. If you're new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below which one we react to next. Let's go ahead and get into this.
The boy YG, aka Ngala. And remember when LeBron James...
Look at that man. You don't even know who that is behind him. But he took him to the finals. Think about that, bro. That was the starting point guard, I believe.
Man, it's your boy YG, aka Ngala.
That was our Kyrie replacement.
LeBron James called himself the GOAT after coming back down 3-1 against the 73-9 Warriors. That shook the whole NBA world, especially Jordan fans. And I can see why they're mad.
You want to know why? I'm not going to pause a lot, but Michael Jordan never played a team that was better than the Warriors. Say what I said. You can't name one.
Made a bold statement, but I can also understand why LeBron said that. Because think about this: if you came back down from 3-1 against a team that has the best record in NBA history, you'll be feeling the same way. But I agree that he should have kept that to himself, because that's for the people to decide.
You gotta
but
talk
at the same time, I love that he said that, because you're not gonna see an NBA legend step out to the public and say he's the greatest player of all time. So anyways, man, we're gonna listen to NBA legends and players react to LeBron James calling himself the GOAT. But before we get straight into that, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the culture so you won't be missing any of my videos. And let's get to the vid, man.
Yes, sir.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
For so many reasons.
I was super ecstatic to win one for Cleveland because of the 52-year drought. Like, I was ecstatic. Like, obviously, I showed that the first wave of emotion was when everyone saw me crying. Like, that was all for 52 years. Everything in sports was going on in Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
People always debated, who's the greatest player of all time? Dumb question. It should be, who's the greatest team of all time?
Warriors.
You know, there are so many teams to choose from. The 91 Chicago Bulls.
I'm telling you this right now, bro. The Warriors with KD, Curry, Klay Thompson, bro. Greatest team, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be real. I don't, and this is no knock to Michael Jordan. No knock at all. KD's not stopping Jordan. Jordan's not stopping KD. Nobody on that team is stopping Curry. And I guess Scotty would get a few stops on Klay Thompson, and I'm pretty sure Klay Thompson can't guard Scotty. But bro, I'm telling you, the Warriors, cheat code. That was the greatest team of all time.
Bulls, back-to-back. 93 Bulls, first three-peat. 97 Bulls, even with the flu. 98 Bulls, no push-off. And my favorite,
that was a push-off.
96 Chicago Bulls. 72 wins. Tough to beat.
It was a push-off, but...
What?
I'm playing.
You think there's someone else? Proof.
His career's not over. I'd just like to, why he's saying that, I don't know. Maybe he thinks that sells. Maybe he's taking the Donald Trump approach and trying to sell himself. I don't know, but
Danny. Who is Danny? Who is Danny? Who is Danny? And you don't know Danny. No, I don't know Danny. What has he done for him to talk? Danny, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. You know what you're talking about? Shut up, bro. Shut up.
I don't even know if anybody knows who the greatest of all time is because the years are so different.
Wow.
It ain't you, Danny.
Follow that, Scottie Pippen.
It ain't you, Danny.
I want to follow. I mean, that's Danny Ainge's opinion, right. And we all have our opinion. But my problem is more so with LeBron is if you are the greatest player, if people are saying you are the greatest player, or if people are saying Michael Jordan is the greatest player, why do you need to say it?
Right.
Michael Jordan has never, ever said he's the greatest player to ever play the game. Why? He's respected all the other players before him. So
I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you don't think you're not the greatest player, I don't care what it is or whatever sports you play, bro. I step foot on the court, I'm telling everybody, I'm better than you. I'm the best one here. I'm the greatest one. Bro, what you mean you ain't supposed to say you're the greatest player of all time? That's like, bro, that's the dumb rule. That's like the rule if the shot clock if the shot clock going now, you're not supposed to score again. If I have 39 points and it's 5 seconds left, I'm taking that layup. I'm dunking, I'm shooting the three, I'm doing something. That's the dumb, but those are the dumbest rules of all time. Now you can't have confidence. Oh, and it's not about confidence. It's Brad. Bro, shut up. I'm gonna say I'm the greatest player of all time.
For LeBron to say that, he's sort of pulling himself out of it because
Scotty, you was never in it, bro.
Player. You have to allow your peers in the world to say that.
They've been saying
the context
it.
Of when he said it.
When have they said it about Scotty?
This discussion. He was sitting around with his friends, and he was saying that when he won that 2016 title, he said his first thought was Cleveland. Wow, we've done this first time in 52 years. And he said, my second thought as I was, running around the court being crazy was, wow, I did it. This is what makes me the greatest player of all time.
No cap.
You can disagree with him. I get it. And you can disagree with him saying that. And by the way, that conversation was for a documentary that was supposed to appear on ESPN+, so he knew cameras were rolling. It's not like they caught him in a moment.
Well, I think it's pretty great that a guy won 3 titles, left for 2 years, came back and won 3 more. That is considered greatness to me.
In the league that I could have, bro, he did that in the league that I could have averaged 30,000 points per game, bro. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. He did that in the league, bro. I would have dominated it. Stop that. Stop that.
Winning ultimately decides who the greatest players are in the game.
Well, as it turns out, back in 2009, the GOAT, Michael Jordan, was asked by our pal Michael Wilbon about his place on the all-time list of NBA greatness. And here is what MJ had to say.
I don't want it in a sense because I think it disrespects Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, all the guys that
they got nothing to do with
prior to me, I never had a chance
to play
against. What everybody's saying I am, I never had the chance to compete against other legends that was prior to me. When I hear it, I cringe a little bit because, it's a little bit embarrassing because no one knows, I've never had the chance of, once again, to play against those guys.
I need one word answer, Chauncey. Greatest of all time. Greatest of all time, Jalen?
Airness.
Greatest of all time?
Unanimous.
Okay, thank you very much. That being said, Jalen, I want to start with you.
Okay.
How do you feel about LeBron saying that about himself?
First and foremost, to me, LeBron officially passed Larry Bird and got into the top 5.
Oh my God! I'm not listening to a man that had 81 dropped on his head. I don't care, bro. I'm not listening to him. I don't know what Jaden has done for him to even talk about basketball. Just because you was in the NBA don't mean you was that good. But I'm telling you this right now, bro. Jalen, I'm dropping him off. In his prime, I'm dropping him off.
To me, LeBron officially passed Larry Bird and got into the top 5.
He just said the dumbest thing.
Championship, his only championship
passed
in Cleveland. In my mind, he still has a way to go clearly to pass Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, 11 championships, 13 years, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
the captain,
and my heart just won't let him pass Magic just yet.
Magic Johnson? Bro, Curry passed Magic Johnson.
I gotta see a little bit more. And so that's where I'm going on this topic. I appreciate how he's bringing this up. Some millennials that only saw him play and continue to say he's the guy. But guys that's been around the game and young ladies, we've seen something else that's really special as well.
I agree with everything you're saying, Jay. I love it. I love that he stepped out there. I love that he stepped out there and said that. I don't remember any other player ever coming out and saying, I'm the greatest of all time. I've never seen that before. I love that he's done that.
I gotta respect Chauncey. I used to love watching him play.
In my opinion. But I can't put him at the top.
There's no way I can put him at the top.
I gotta respect Chauncey, bro.
And at the end of the day, and he talked about this, that win, beating that team, made him the greatest of all time. Maybe if he would have hit that shot that Kyrie hit.
I mean, that's that.
What the? Bro, come on. Come on. What about the shot that Michael Jordan passed up to give to Steve Kerr? How come nobody? But what the? Bro, y'all some bro. Y'all riding. You're riding right now. You're riding, which is crazy.
That is a part of the narrative.
A grown man riding with no license. That's crazy.
I can't go there. I'm sorry.
You know what? We should turn to our resident self-promoter.
Paul Pierce, bro, he been doing you forever, bro.
Self-proclaim this because when you think of all the great players like Jalen said, Kareem, Magic, none of them has never come out and said, I'm the GOAT. You know, that's something up to like the fans, the writers, and former players. You know, so when they come out with these ESPN rankings and all these other rankings, you know, let that be the judge, I think. You know, but the self-proclaiming, he's definitely up there. He's definitely top 5 in my book.
Top 5, bro. You can't name 5, bro. You can't name 5 players better than LeBron. Please stop it. Paul Pierce, he has been doing you in. That's how you know it's the hate. It's the hate in your heart. He has been doing you in since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time, bro. You beat him with a sorry team and you think you're like that, bro? Paul Pierce, he has been doing you in forever. And for you to say he's not, he's barely top. Bro, get the.
But I think when you look
Paul
at
Pierce not even top 20 of all time. I mean, Jalen Rose not even top 50 of all time.
I've never heard one of the greatest say they were the greatest of all time.
I say it all the time.
That was very interesting to me. Kevin,
I say it all the time. I'm the greatest.
You know what? It's one thing. We all sit at the table all the time and sing his praises. Yeah. I think LeBron is a great player. Yeah. I just think that's disrespectful, honestly, to Bill Russell.
We don't care.
What did Bill Russell do?
I agree, Bill Russell.
He said,
we don't care. It's basketball.
Come with me, we'll go on the floor. That's what this game's all about. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he was raised on all levels, though, Kareem. The best in high school, the best in college, and the best in the pros.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Michael Jordan couldn't even beat Larry Bird, but he's the greatest.
Two of my good, Larry and Magic. I mean, just led teams and turned the league around. You don't need to say that about yourself. Let other people say that for you. I mean, I was kind of surprised because I had read about it. But that's the first time I had actually heard him say it. Made me the GOAT. I'm like, damn.
If you telling me Michael Jordan never in his mind around other people said, bro, I'm the greatest, you're lying, bro. What basketball player is not going to say that about themselves? Y'all be, ooh, boy, y'all looking on cuss.
Okay, you know, I love the kid. I think he's a great player. I think he's been great for the game. But let other people say that for you. To me, it's just disrespectful for a lot of people that came before you.
We don't
that
care,
were
bro.
Great
We don't
players.
care.
And you
not
said
as great as me.
Begin with Chris. You can't compare eras and all that stuff. All these guys have been so great in their era. I just didn't like. I didn't like the way that sounded.
The '80s was just people mad, fighting,
you know,
jail basketball.
And everybody knows I love LeBron, but I'm gonna call timeout on this one because and I'll speak definitely to LeBron, or I'll say it to his face. But you never. There's a certain thing about greatness that demands that you have humility with greatness. Now, I've never heard, even though we argue about Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being the greatest of all time, LeBron James being the greatest of all time, we have those arguments in debate. I have never heard Michael Jordan say he's the greatest of all time.
Even
though he may think that, even
Michael
though Kareem
Jordan has
may
said that
think
before.
that,
I guarantee.
Right? You just don't come out and say that. Now, in this era, you know, maybe it's okay for people to come out and say that.
Yeah.
All I know, if I was in the league right now, and you talking about you the greatest of all time, dude, I'm getting ready to do you. I'm coming at you.
He said what?
Great. All I know, if I was in the league right now, and you talking about you the greatest of all time, dude, I'm getting ready to do you. I'm coming at you. Like,
bro, and that's exactly why they got Kevin Durant. You telling me a team that went 73-9 couldn't beat LeBron, and they went and got Kevin Durant, and now and he can't. What? How is that not proving he's the greatest of all time? Y'all I gotta let the 80s go, bro.
And
go.
You may be, but to say that is just totally disrespectful to me as one of your competitors, as one of your teammates.
Bro, I'm not playing basketball to be friends with nobody.
Generation right now.
I don't care.
You don't come out and say that. So with greatness, there's a certain amount of humility that goes with that. Now, somebody will probably come back and say, well, Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest.
And he
but
is.
that was a single man sport.
Yeah,
bro, shut up. Shut up. Bro, how is that not disrespectful for Muhammad Ali to say that he's the greatest of all time, even though it's still people that was before him? What the people that, bro, what? That's the dumbest logic I ever heard. That's the dumbest logic I ever heard. Oh, but Muhammad Ali said, but that's a single sport. Shut up.
Well, Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest. That was a single man sport.
Yeah, individual
that was dumb. It's still disrespectful if you want to put it that way. That's dumb.
Because it's
that's
single.
dumb.
But when you saying,
that's dumb.
And by the way, Muhammad Ali was saying he the greatest because, he was getting in the ring and he knocked you out.
Right.
But, to be able to take that stand and to take that position in this day and age, in the team sport, you should have some humility that goes in.
Jalen Rose, we've been away on break for a little bit. I've been dying to hear what you think about this. LeBron James claiming that he is the greatest of all time because he brought Cleveland a championship over the Warriors. What do you think about LeBron saying this?
It's a phenomenal feat what the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to accomplish that season in beating a 73-win Golden State Warriors team. If that doesn't happen, it probably changes the trajectory of what we see that has taken place over the last 2 years, because I don't think Kevin Durant joins that team. And so, however, your single greatest achievement doesn't make you the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, what ends up happening is, and LeBron James is genius at doing this, he's creating a narrative of recency bias. It's almost like if you ask millennials right now, who's the greatest rap group of all time?
Migos.
You're gonna get a lot of people saying the Migos, because they haven't been necessarily exposed to Wu-Tang Clan, Outkast, NWA, Tribe Called Quest. So LeBron James understands when he says this, it allows the fans to quietly leapfrog him over Tim Duncan and Kobe.
Bro, this is dumb. This is dumb. Of course it's a generation thing, bro. First of all, if you're saying the Migos is the greatest rap group of all time, you're dumb. But you ask somebody, some people gonna say the Jacksons. I'm pretty sure during his time, bro, his parents thought his music was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's dumb.
I gave him credit for passing Larry Bird as the greatest small forward of all time when that
How did Michael Jordan pass Larry Bird? It's the question that nobody seems to ever answer.
Which was a tall task for me. But my Mount Rushmore is pretty much still intact.
Who?
MJ, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs.
Okay, bro. 81
Kareem
on your head.
Abdul-Jabbar, 6 championships, 6 MVPs, the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
Not so
Bill
long.
Russell, 11 championships in 13 years. And Irvin.
I really want to know what he gonna say when LeBron pass up
Magic
Kareem,
Johnson,
bro.
5 championships. That's my Mount Rushmore.
Magic
to me, LeBron,
Johnson, bro, what the?
Individual achievements
Magic
have
Johnson
not
over
eclipsed
LeBron.
what those gentlemen have accomplished.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Bro, I done said everything I had to say in this video, bro. I done said everything I had to say, bro. LeBron is the greatest, bro. Like, that's, bro, the stuff they was coming up with was the dumbest things I've ever heard. Made no sense. They just want to give nobody credit. It's the old heads. They feel like it's, man, shut up, bro. Look, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below which one we can react to next. Follow my Instagram at tb.dub. Yeah, man. I'm out.